There was a time in my life when I couldn't see past the fog. Every day felt heavy. I wasn't sure if it was depression or just exhaustion from pretending I was okay. I prayed, but sometimes it felt like my prayers got stuck in my throat. And then, something simple changed everything. Someone once told me something that stuck with me. You can't be grateful and depressed at the same time. At first, I didn't know what to make of that idea. It sounded too simple, almost like a cliche you'd find on a greeting card. But the words lingered in my mind, echoing quietly when I needed them most. I didn't believe it, not right away. When you're in the depths of sadness, gratitude can feel out of reach, almost impossible. But I was desperate enough to try anything that might help me find a little light in the darkness. So I started small. I decided to look for the tiniest things I could be thankful for, even if they seemed insignificant. I realized that gratitude didn't have to be about grand gestures or big moments. It could be about the little things that often go unnoticed. I thanked God for little things. A warm cup of coffee in the morning, the way the sunlight danced across my kitchen table, the comfort of holding something warm in my hands. I was grateful for a roof over my head, for the safety and shelter it provided, for the feeling of being protected from the world outside. I noticed the joy in a simple smile from my son, the way his laughter could brighten even the hardest days, and how his presence reminded me of hope. At first it felt awkward, almost forced. I wasn't sure if it would make any difference. But I kept going, writing down what I was thankful for, no matter how small. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, my focus began to shift. The more I practiced gratitude, the more I noticed the good around me. It didn't erase the pain, but it gave me a new way to see the world, one small moment at a time. Gratitude didn't erase my problems. The struggles and pain were still there, lingering in the background of my days. But something subtle began to shift inside me. Instead of focusing only on what was missing or broken, I started to notice the small gifts woven into each moment. A kind word, a warm sunrise, the comfort of a friend's presence. Gratitude reminded me I wasn't alone in my struggles. Even on the hardest days, I could sense a gentle strength beside me, a quiet assurance that I was seen and loved. It was as if gratitude became a bridge, connecting my heart to hope. It opened my eyes to the faithfulness of Jesus, even when life felt unfair or overwhelming. I realized that his presence was constant, steady, and unchanging, no matter how chaotic my circumstances became. Gratitude helped me see the evidence of his care in the ordinary details of my life. When I began thanking God daily, not just for what he gave, but for who he is, something in me softened. My heart grew lighter, and my perspective shifted from fear to trust. I learned to celebrate small victories and to find peace in the present moment. Anxiety didn't have the same grip. Depression lost its voice. Gratitude became my quiet weapon, helping me reclaim joy and strength, one thankful breath at a time. In the quiet moments, I often turn to the words of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18. It reads, "Give thanks in all circumstances." A simple phrase, yet so profound. These words have echoed through centuries, offering comfort and guidance to those who find themselves walking through seasons of uncertainty or pain. The verse continues, "For this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." It's a gentle reminder that gratitude isn't just a feeling reserved for the good times, but a practice to be embraced even when life feels heavy or confusing. We're not called to be thankful for every hardship, but to find gratitude within them. This shift in perspective changed everything for me. Gratitude became my weapon, not a weapon against people or circumstances, but against the creeping shadows of hopelessness and despair that sometimes threatened to overwhelm me. Each time I chose to give thanks, even for the smallest glimmer of hope, it reminded me that even in the darkest places, light can still be found. The Father was still present, gently illuminating my path, guiding me forward with love and patience, even when I could only see the next small step ahead. And so I learned to trust him, one step at a time, finding light in the darkness and hope in the journey. If you're in a hard season, I've been there. Try starting your day with one small thank you. Not because everything is right, but because God is still with you. Gratitude isn't just a mindset, it's worship. And worship changes everything.